us your 2 minutes.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm David Barron, a candidate for Council District 6. The opponent is Tony Cardenas. I currently work for Los Angeles Housing Department as a code enforcement official. I was born, raised, and educated here in Los Angeles. My wife is Cheryl Gutenberg Barron, and our children have long been gone out of the house. The city of Los Angeles is teetering on bankruptcy because every year the mayor and the city council continuously hand out hundreds of millions of tax dollars to developers and the politically connected businesses through the Community Redevelopment Agency. If I'm elected, I will do everything I can to stop this practice. The city of Los Angeles has an unemployment rate of 14.7%. That's the highest, higher than the entire nation, even in the state. The main reason for that is that City Hall has made this city a very difficult and terrible place for employers to conduct business. So we need jobs. How do we attract employers? The way we're going to attract employers is if I'm elected, I'm going to do everything I can to repeal the city's business tax, which drives employers right out of this town. Can we afford it? Absolutely. I just mentioned that the Community Redevelopment Agency hands out millions and millions of dollars. So if we can treat the public, the employers, with courtesy and treat them equally, they will return back to the city of Los Angeles and bring us jobs. Thank you.
David, how about Mayor Reardon was quoted recently as saying that perhaps the way out of the city's bank mess is to actually declare bankruptcy and eliminate the seems to be a popular view here, eliminate the obligations that the city has in terms of pensions and salaries. Is that an option that would be looked on favorably by you?
Well, that's an option. That's one point of view. My point of view is to, regarding this pension, is to have the pension plan managed by a major independent insurance company such as ING, Fidelity, Vanguard. Independent administration would avoid any politically connected individuals from advising or directing the investments of city pension funds. We need to study the potential of amending the current plan to a defined contribution plan and shift more responsibility to the employees so that they have the same kind of treatment as people in the private sector, no better, no worse.
Do you have any thoughts about whether the city of Los Angeles is vulnerable to the kind of abuses that have occurred in the city of Bell? We're going to just go down the line. David, yes, no? Do you think abuses like those that occurred in Bell that could happen in the city of Los Angeles? Do you think the conditions are right for that?
They're already present.
They're already present. Tell us about it. What do you think is going on there that's similar to what's happening in Bell?
Well, instead of just talking about it, I mean, I think it's already news, daily news. But what we do, especially should do, is just make available to the public. One way to address it is make everything available to the public. All costs related to elected officials. Require the lobbyists at City Hall to wear indistinguishable ID badges when visiting City Hall. Make public those documents, meetings with city officials. Display all committees to the public. In other words, make committees available to the public with an organizational chart of all the members and the appointed boards and commissions. What this does, it prevents a particular member from wearing maybe 3 hats. For example, the treasurer, to prevent the treasurer from taking off his treasurer's hat and walk over to another room and he becomes the auditor. So that would prevent that by having this organizational chart available to the public. Install an independent ratepayer, the DWP. Thank you.
David Barron is a government employee who's making his first foray into politics. He just got cross-examined by a moderator. Mr. Barron, let me give you an opportunity. Is there anything else you'd like the people to know in Council District 6 as to why you'd be a good elected representative?
Ladies and gentlemen, when I applied for the City of Los Angeles 11 years ago, I applied for two positions, building and safety and over at the housing department. I got offered both those positions at the same time, same week. I immediately chose the housing department because I knew there was a lot of controversy there between the public and the City of Los Angeles. My heart immediately jumped over to the public because they needed somebody on their side. And I have that experience, I have that passion to support the people, to be on there, to bring with me my knowledge, my experience, my courtesy, and I bring a bag full of common sense. And that's why the public loves me when I serve them, because they always request me over at the housing department again. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Good. Appreciate your time, sir. Thank you.
Well, however that's